Hey guys, it's time for another ST arcade conversion, and this time it's 1943, published by US Gold in 1988 and developed by Probe. And let's start off by having a look at the ad that looks really rather gorgeous, and this is the artwork from the arcade flyer. Looks really nice, I must say. And as I said, this is a game developed by Probe, and as you may know, they made some rather pants game, but also some pretty decent ones, so I'm going to be cautiously optimistic here. At least the game's got graphics by Alan Greer, which I think is one of the more talented artists that work for Probe. A really solid pixel artist. And I never got to play 1943 in the arcades. I did play 1942, once or twice at least. We had this local fast food joint, and they used to have an arcade cabinet that they replaced every now and then, and they did have 1942, and I played it a bit. Problem was that the joint was quite far away, so my mum and dad would have to drive me there. But every time we went there, they just wanted to grab the food and go back home and eat. And I wanted to stay and play the game. And the food wasn't very good either, so my main interest was the arcade game. And they did have 1942, so I did play that for a bit, and as I remember, it was quite good. Also played the Spectrum version, which was decent. And the arcade version was of course done by Capcom and released in 1987, and I think it was really successful in at least Japan. Not so sure about the West. Seems like some people feel that it's a bit too similar to the first game because it is a sequel to 1942. But enough chit chat, let's dive into the ST version. Rather nice looking loading screen, really nice work. Oh, even some animation there, that's unexpected. So that's 1 and 2 player. I'm not sure if this game has got simultaneous 2 player. I don't think so. At least not the ST version. And we've got space to use a smart bomb. Can't we do the loop? Maybe we can't do that in the ST version. Maybe they didn't have enough memory. Let's just start it up. Offensive target, may you fight bravely. Sure, I'll try. And that background, oh my god. That is headache inducing on a CRT, I mean on a LCD screen. God, the speed of everything is a little bit high, and the controls are pretty damn sensitive. Wow. Give me the power up. Oh, here we go. Oh man. The bullets are super fast. Another time when the SD conversion is way harder than the arcade. The arcade version was really quite, initially at least, rather easy and quite enjoyable. I had a good time playing it. I'm sure it gets horrifically difficult eventually, but not at the beginning, so that's always nice to be able to get somewhere. Damn, this is so sensitive. Wow. Jeez. Everything is so much faster. And also the screen is much smaller. Oh god, yeah, this doesn't feel terribly amazing. I must admit. Ugh. Yeah, it's way too sensitive. Could have just slowed it down a bit. And the patterns are nothing like the arcade. I'm not sure what that was. Oh god! Let's blow this thing up. Oh come on. That's all we get when we use the smart bomb? Wow. And I'm pretty sure we can do a loop. Not sure what button to use though, and Jesus, these projectiles are so fast! Jesus! Alright, here we go again. As you can see, it does the loop there, so how do I do that when I want to? Really don't have the time to try all the keys on the keyboard. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, this doesn't at all feel like the arcade version, I must admit. Oh god, the patterns, they are just giving me almost as much as a headache as the background. Is that supposed to be water? Jeez. And there's far fewer sprites on screen as well, which is, I suppose, fine given how absolutely super fast everything is. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one, I must admit. This is way too quick. Oh, good grief. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, it's just... yeah. It's just a little bit too quick, and again, the controls are very, very sensitive. Had they changed that, I would probably have been a little bit happier with this. But the graphics still look rather nice. Give me that. I have no idea how the power-ups work. Really. And this boss, is this boss really in the... oh god. In the arcade version? I'm not sure. I didn't get that far. They may have allowed themselves some creative license here. Visual contact with surface forces confirmed. Commencing attack. Yeah, that I recognize from the arcade game. And we get loading from disk here, I believe. It's taken a fair amount of time, and the background is doing its best to give me a solid headache. Yeah, I think this is going to look way better on a CRT. Ah, finally, that was a lot of loading, that. Oh, this I recognize, I think, from the arcade. One puny boat. Let's see if we can destroy the... oh god, that's so fast! I'm just going to try and navigate around it, because screw these turrets! Oh. Round clear bonus, okay, fine. And we get more loading. Let's grab that. Yeah, I like this. The tri-shot is amazing. Oh, is it a tri-shot? Yeah, I think it is. This is good. Let me power this up, please. Is this exactly the same pattern as the first stage? Seems like it. And the planes dropping power-up seems to be missing completely as well. I seem to have been getting a little bit lazy with the sprite work. They seem to have just omitted certain sprites. Damn! Ah, God. All the planes look the same. Give me that! Yeah, this is too hard. Why can't they just make, or couldn't they just have made a... an arcade conversion that is playable, that you can get somewhere in? Don't have to make it harder than the arcade version. Again, there are no coin-up slots on your ST. I mean, jeez. Oh god, look at this! Is this running at the right speed? Or did I forget to change the screen to 50 Hz? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm like 99% certain that I changed this to 50 Hz on the screen refresh. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can get hold of that tri-shot thing. And then I'm going to hold on to it and try not to eat every bullet on the planet. Because this is good. I'm not going to pick up any other power-ups because I hate... oh, it's only temporary. And do you see how sensitive the controls are? Just smack my face straight into... those planes. This is hopeless. Trying to dodge anything. Oh, man. And I've got this stupid power-up again. I don't like it. Oh, what do you... I mean... yeah, this is pretty much what you'd expect from Probe. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. You could have used a lot more love and attention, really. But there are, of course, far worse ST games made by Probe than this one. So, yeah, I'm not going to be too harsh with it, maybe. Or maybe I am. I don't know. Oh, God! Yeah, I don't know the pattern, so of course I take damage from everything. And why are these things... didn't I hit that plane? Oh, man. And there's only 2 pair of bullets on screen with this particular power-up anyway. There's just no way of positioning yourself reliably. It's just, I'm all over the shop. Yeah, I think they were in a bit of a rush with this one. I bet there's not the same amount of stages on the ST version either. Probably just ends all of a sudden, right? Oh, brother. No, no, no. Oh, God, they're coming from all over the place. I don't remember them doing it that much in the arcade version. I'm coming from the back and from the side. You really need to learn the patterns. And I mean, you do that in the arcade as well, but it didn't really have to do that initially. The arcade version feels much more fair. Whereas this version more feels like they just made it hard, so they shouldn't have to create too many stages. I just keep eating bullets to my face. Oh God, at least I get new energy when I pick up that Rubik's Cube. Oh God. Is that random how many shots it's firing? Sometimes it seems like it's firing 3, sometimes it's 2, and sometimes it's 6. The music is starting to, you know, wear on me as well a bit. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Give me that. The good power-ups don't last much, do they? Give me that, and yeah, I was being a little bit greedy as per usual. Greed is the main thing that gets me in practically all shooters. Give me that. And this feels very much like stage 1. Oh, how am I supposed to know that? Oh, yeah, I think I would rather play the Spectrum version of 1942. That feels more fair, as I remember it anyway. And I keep misaligning myself. I can't reliably control the flipping plane. If you guys know, let me know if this is playing too fast, if this is like an NTSC version or something like that, which I don't think it should be really, but yeah, it feels like it's playing too fast. Yeah, they really make sure that the patterns are set up in the most optimal way for you to take damage. If you don't know the patterns properly. Oh God, it's annoying, this game. This one could have been really good, I think. They just put some more time into it, but now it just feels frustrating and way too fast. Oh, I got auto fire, that's nice. Can I please be allowed to hold on to this weapon forever? Oh, this is good. This I like. Oh, and I got the garbage weapon again. I still have auto fire. Jesus, this is... it's a bit hard, isn't it? Yeah, this just makes me want to go back to the arcade version, really. And stay far away from the ST version. And it just never ends. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just exactly the same as stage 1. And yeah, I've had enough. This is way too frustrating. But let's have a look at a couple of reviews before we end, shall we? ST user Nick Outerside was, as expected, pretty excited about the game and gave it an overall score of 8. And he wrote, 1943 is an exciting recreation which will have you strapped in your cockpit for hours on end. Well, at least until you need to refuel. And the other reviewers wrote, another nice shoot 'em up with pretty graphics, good sound and the ability to keep you hooked to the ST well past bedtime. And as usual, the review is more about describing the game than actually being critical towards it, so yeah, that's ST user for you. And I know I keep complaining about them, but you know. The game's machine was a whole lot less excited and they gave the ST version an overall of 38%, and this was a combined review of the Commodore 64 and the ST version. And they wrote, out of the two conversions, the ST makes the best of a bad job, although while pitched at a harder level, it lacks incentive to play on. Attack waves on both versions are predictable, and defeating the Japanese forces would be even easier if control was less sluggish. The original coin-op was a disappointment, which makes these good conversions. It's also interesting to note that both the Spectrum and the Amstrad versions got higher ratings. So yeah, not the greatest of conversions. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not a game I would have played much back in the day, or indeed today. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!